Good evening. We are the Rolling Nomads, and we appreciate you tuning in for the second episode of our Sabbat Chronicle, Book of Saints. As always, I'm your storyteller for tonight's chronicle, Gilbert Ramos. I have no announcements, no official announcements, though I would like to send a special thank you to all that contributed to the Lore of the Traditions Kickstarter for Mage the Ascension. They unlocked many stretch goals, even the one that I was eyeballing, the Forbidden Traditions, the expansion to the PDF that will be released, that details ever more traditions and paths for mages to walk in the world of darkness. As I said, it's not quite an official announcement, we don't have any ties with it, but I certainly do appreciate it, as I'll be receiving that PDF when they release it. And who knows? Who knows what mages may appear in our personal world of darkness. With that being said, however, I can see some Cainites that are eager to begin. Let's meet them, shall we?
Yes. I'm Jared Snyder. I'll be playing Jason DORN. I'm looking forward to this game, and I'm both excited and worried for what we may meet.
I'm me, and I am playing TREY. And you know what's the good thing about high humanity? Sex, wine, and food. It's the best. And superpowers. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Victor BELLSHANE. I'm just ready to get this ball rolling.
I'm Isaiah, I'm playing West, and I'm excited to see where this goes.
High humanity. I'm sure we'll be able to fix that. We'll see how far we can get and how long you keep that high humanity, TREY. Well, especially with tonight's episode of Book of Saints. When last we left our pack, they had successfully evaded an SI hit squad. Turns out our pack works well together. They dispatched them with surprising ease. Not exactly working together, but not exactly working apart. They dispatched them again quite easily. They picked them clean of their wallets, their IDs. Mr. DORN even found himself a fetter, it appears. Just outside of the city after they had done their looting, they encountered an individual who claimed to be the sheriff. No, not that type of sheriff, he assures you. Felix Martinez made his introductions, reciting a passage from the Book of Nod, to which Victor gave the following phrase after his passage. Identifying themselves as friends, Felix welcomed them with open arms to the city, telling them that he would be providing them a temporary haven, as he was being friendly, it seems. Our pack made their way inside the city and made themselves at home, we'll say. Very quickly they found themselves at a bar. TREY went hunting with his sire, Monique. In the wilderness, meanwhile, Jason, West, Victor, Monique, and Mashenka all had their own fun inside of a bar in Mexico City. Blood was shed. Quite a lot indeed. After it was all said and done, there were no living inhabitants in that bar. They drained them, they killed them, and again they looted. Eventually, TREY and Monique rejoined their companions before the sun began to rise. I'm curious, TREY, when you rejoin them at this bar, what is your reaction upon seeing the piles of bodies and the carnage that has taken place here?
Absolutely disgusted. I don't even go into the bar after I see that. I just walk right back outside and you know, try to throw up. Nothing. If this was normal, I would throw up.
Understood. Easy to note. Victor, Jason, West, you take not really a whole lot of notice of TREY walking in and walking out. Monique is excited to join with a sort of playful dig at Victor for starting without them. You guys are all as well significantly intoxicated. Drunken blood was imbibed this evening. So, you're not exactly at the top of your game, but it's a celebration. You arrived at your destination. Eventually, you all make it to the temporary haven, the small warehouse that has been provided. The windows have been sealed shut, either by spray paint and bars or by scrap wood that was found around the city. You can all take rest here tonight in a small back room. Doesn't exactly have the nicest accommodations, but again, Felix did say this place was going to be temporary. You all pick a pine box, a cheap coffin that looks like it's certainly been used before. You fall into day sleep. Now, normally, we would join our kindred the next night. But for those of you who remember Mr. Victor BELLSHANE, you'll recall his humanity has been eroding at an alarming rate. He has done things he is not proud of. As such, Victor is left with something of a parting gift from his last city, from Columbus, Ohio. Victor, you've taken the nightmare flaw. A flaw from the old system that we've converted over to V5. Would you kindly detail what it is?
Basically, I would wake from my sleep having exactly what it sounds like, nightmares from some of the things that I've done, the very rightfully earned flaw.
Indeed. Victor, oftentimes I will simply describe these things to you, but tonight I'd like to know what weighs heavily on your mind. I'd like to know what you see in your visions in day sleep.
Majority of the times, it's David's. The house just replaying the scene, going in, finding him there. Since we just fed on an entire bar full of people, obviously reminding me of when it drained him.
Haunted are your dreams this day. In your day sleep, you see the manor burning. You recall every detail. What hurts the most is Noah David's last words to you. You'll get no fear from me, monster. This man who was once your friend, your comrade. now looked at you with such disdain in his final moments. Day sleep brings you no peace, Victor. Kindly make me a willpower roll.
Two successes.
The difficulty for your nightmare flaw is 5. You'll be losing a die on every action you take tonight. The guilt is eating you, Victor. You must find a way to curb this. We join our Cainites as they rest. TREY, you find yourself rising before everyone else. This is not uncommon for you. Upon this trip along the path you've made over to Mexico City, you found that you rise about an hour before everyone else. They rise about an hour before sunset. You have a little bit of extra time. Kindly make me that rouse check. Let's see how your hunger is tonight.
Success.
Keeping you at hunger 1, your beast does not seem to be awake tonight. You are at hunger 1, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to do while your packmates slumber?
What's Derek up to? Is he sleeping?
Derek is fast asleep. Ridiculous though it may seem, he's cuddled up next to his computer.
And I guess there's still light outside.
Still light outside. You guys have taken the liberties of parking the RV within the warehouse. The dogs are likely in the RV on their bed. Or the bed, I should say.
Yes, I will just probably head to wherever Monique is sleeping and wait for everybody to get up. I should probably get me a book or something.
Understood.
But while I sit there, I'll probably contemplate on everything.
Understood. Jason West, I'm not forgetting anything about your humanity, am I? Then, when the night begins, an hour before sunset, you all begin to rise. Kindly make me that rouse check. Let's see how our hunger is treating us tonight, gentlemen.
Success.
Your beast is kept at bay. It seems you are quite full. Hunger 0 still. West.
Fail.
Jason, your hunger is not so easily abated. Makes sense. You're a little bit older than West. You find yourself rising to hunger 1. The beast is stirring, but not quite awake yet. Victor?
I failed as well.
To be expected. Victor, that brings you back from hunger 0 into hunger 1. You can feel the hunger of an elder beginning to grip already on your stomach. You all rise. It is your scene. Onik and Mashenko rise and begin to ready themselves for the night.
Is there a place that we can rinse off? Are we still covered in blood from last night?
I would have assumed you would have taken the liberty to rinse off in the bathroom last night. And if not, the RV does have a sink, limited water, without a
Damn,
hookup.
missed the spot.
Well,
Yeah. So now we're in Mexico, huh, guys?
The homeland.
What are we supposed to be doing here again?
We are here to meet with others of the faith and to learn.
Cainites or whatever. Cainites?
We're all Cainites.
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 Cainites. Yeah, Cainites.
So, do you know where we can find these fellow worshippers of the faith?
Not yet, but the Felix said he would meet us and take us around. We'll see if he is to actually be trusted.
So do we just like wait for him? Or do they wake up at the same time we do? Or?
Well, I can tell you, yeah, no, because that was the longest hour of my fucking life. And you mumble, just letting you know. I don't know if that's a normal thing, but yeah.
That's why only dogs like you, Trey. This right here, this behavior. You know,
Even fucking Derek was sleeping still. I don't know what the. You know he sleeps with his fucking laptop, right?
he's sleeping with his laptop.
Yeah.
God, I'm
I was
so
just
fucking jealous.
I was
He
gonna
does what
fucking
Derek
laptop.
does.
Wish
You
he
need
was a
another
fucking
one.
laptop.
Well,
So do we just wait or like? I mean, like, I'm not hungry after last night, so.
hell yeah, I bet.
Oh, I bet, Mr. Judgmental, you murdered bunnies, all right? Those people were probably like douchebag college kids. Statistically, I might have done the world a favor.
Have y'all always been this like demented? Like,
Oh yeah, probably like first day I changed, the lady laid down the rules for me, and she's like, "We are of the shadows, and we are, strong, and we persevere, and we're ruthless." And I was like, "Cool, got the memo." That's why I've been emulating Batman in our hometown. You realize how I'd like show up in alleys, surrounded in
but
shadow.
Batman
He's
doesn't
doing a
kill people.
voice.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
pat
lame one doesn't.
Trey on the
Flashpoint,
shoulder.
Thomas Wayne.
I'm gonna pat Trey on the shoulder as I head over to Hades and just be like, "We'll fix it. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what are we gonna do? They just like is someone gonna take care of that bar? Or I've never done that before, so I don't know the logistics. Like I said, I usually just like leave people in alleys. So
You shouldn't do that either. And if it's all right with the storyteller, I would have said we would have taken care of that before we left.
Some habits are hard to break. I would assume that you had at least put them in the trash can.
Beautiful.
I mean, like just thinking about it, like killing your supply, like it can be a good idea.
okay, well if you think about it like this, think about it like this. All right, approximately every second, 300 humans are born, right? And then 200 die. So really, that's why overpopulation is an issue. So what we're doing is really just killing the herd. We're pretty much like wolves in an overpopulated sheep pack.
There are several billion here.
I spent the first like 5 days trying to justify my existence so I didn't jump out into the sun.
Monique
After I realized the whole.
steps back into this space wearing a new jacket. Sheeps don't travel in packs, West. It's not the correct
Yeah.
terminology.
Yeah, heard whatever Shepherd, Brooks, Joseph, Mary, something something livestock. I didn't grow up around sheep.
At least he has the mentality down.
Listen, no one gets upset about decreasing a infestation. It's the same logic.
Nobody gets up. What do you mean?
He's technically right about that. It's the
They
same
had
logic.
they have
Humans,
families.
humans technically.
You
suck.
have a
Your
family.
bunnies.
You're 19. What,
I
where's your
live on the
mom? Your
streets.
dad?
Where do you think I live on the streets?
I don't know. You just popped up out of fucking blue, and now you're just okay with
Listen,
killing
bro.
people. You didn't kill
Listen.
me.
Yeah, because I liked you.
You don't kill your favorite dog.
Yeah, exactly. You were like
I
a
was a
pet,
dog to you, Jason.
You reminded me of my older brother.
I was a dog. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're you.
No, you're not. You're not a dog, Trey. You're me and Jason's dog.
Yeah.
I feel like I can see Monique just getting angrier as they call him a dog repeatedly.
DAWG, homie.
What's an insight, Victor?
Would I get any bonuses due to the fact that
Bump it,
we're
bro.
probably still blood bonded?
I'll say that the difficulty is a little bit lower.
I got 2 successes.
Simple enough. Monique has been... You know Monique's history. She has been through quite a lot. Hearing her child being called a dog, obviously to you, you can see that it doesn't sit right with her. But she is not leaping to his defense. She's seeing how he'll take it and how he'll handle the situation.
Alright, then I'm content to just let this play out.
I also just want to say it's been like, I don't know, man, like 2 weeks. Never got that $8.50 for the burgers back, but you know, for
Fuck your
yeah,
850.
so, yeah, okay, you know, just like we don't really have a job.
I'm
Fucking get my disposable income, I guess.
a fucking walk outside and go play with Lucille.
You do
Fuck
this.
Speaking
you
of
guys.
that, before we leave, all your IDs need to go to Derek.
You think I have an ID? I lived on the. I don't have an ID.
To be honest, I don't think y'all ever gave my wallet back. Yeah.
Does he want all the IDs or just the main one? I got a
Your
few.
main one so he can make masks for all of you. Start fixing systems and bank accounts and everything.
Oh,
I
don't
tried to
worry.
go to school in 7th grade, so
I already got a mask set up, so it's all good.
Is
I
that
don't
a
think the
mask
government knows I
for
exist.
here, or is that a mask back there?
Sure. Should make a new one. Yeah, fair.
So we can get so it's like witness protection. I want to be Diego Rodriguez.
Oh, if the name fits the face, but okay.
Fine. Mateo Villalobos.
Mashenka rejoins you all as well. Victor, you can see she has a particularly old chalice. Was likely encrusted with jewels at one point. No longer the case. It is old, it is beaten up. Gold is quite a soft metal, So there are very many indents and indentations in this chalice. You know this chalice, you know it well. This is what you all have used for Vargary. One of the few packs that is still connected to such an interesting relic. Some of the packs that you heard stories of simply use a cooking pot or solo cups for all that matter. She walks over to you. Victor, I think with our standing, we don't exactly have a haven, but I think it's important that we reaffirm our faith, don't you?
Think they're ready for that?
She looks to all of you. I don't know.
Not in the business of forcing potential pack mates to do things. Are you all ready to become a part of the pack? Officially?
Like leather jackets or gang tattoos? Can we get tattoos?
Sure. Like gang tattoos. We'll go with that one.
I'm worried
This
because you
would
didn't
be
say yes. You just said like.
Monique chimes in and says,
this will be a
So,
Monique chimes in and says, why don't we let them sit this one out? I don't think they're ready, and at least they'll get a visual.
so what's with the being up old cup?
Yeah, what's with the Holy Grail?
Mm.
watch and learn.
Hey then.
I'll take it first.
Voldery takes time. You don't know when Felix will arrive, but you can begin the process. You all watch as Victor drains his own vitae into the cup. You then see Monique do the same, followed by Mashenka.
Do I have to?
Does that make you guys stronger? If it makes you stronger, I'll do it.
I see.
It makes us stronger, it makes us one, and it makes us family.
Victor, don't give me the speech. You know me, all right? In the 2 weeks we've been traveling, does it make me do more cool stuff? The answer is yes. Hand me a blade.
Mashenka whispers over to you, Victor. He's not ready. Personal power is what he seeks, and he's not ready to be unified like this. Would you want to be bloodbound to him?
Agree. You're gonna sit this one out.
I never could do anything.
Drained a bar with us last night. What do you mean?
I was in the bathroom. I got one lady.
Mhm.
You got scraps.
I had like 15 people in it, man.
Jason, your reaction to this?
I do realize what they're doing, and I realize this is something that's going to have to eventually come up. But if they're not pushing for it right now, I'll hold back. It's a very intimate gesture from what I seem to see.
Wes goes outside and kicks a can.
Trey?
I'd prefer to have left before all this.
Makes sense.
I
You
would've-
did say that you wanted to head outside.
Yeah, I'll be outside playing fetch with Lucille.
Understood. Process begins. Victor, there is a sort of a mystery of faith that occurs every time you guys do this. Mashenka is a scholar. He was the pack priest in training. She begins the rite. And as I said, Valkyrie takes time. It is not something that you can simply do on a whim. Mashenka begins to chant in a language I don't think any of you would know. Victor, you would recognize perhaps the chant itself. Maybe you've asked her about it, but it is ancient Enochian. Maybe you even pick up a few words here and there. But the process has begun. You guys have some time while Mashenka prepares. This doesn't technically require all of you to be present. You're free to move and discuss and prepare for the evening if you so choose.
It would be preferred for you to see it once we're actually doing it.
I'll be staying here and watching over this ritual.
Understood. Monique does not leave Mashenka's side. As I said, it doesn't require the participants to be, technically require the participants to be nearby while this is prepared. But still, it is appreciated. You all have about an hour and a half meandering, having a discussion, checking on TREY, before there is a knock at the large double doors, the ones you had used to move the RV into this warehouse. Following the knock, the door simply begins to open. And there, standing before you, is Felix Martinez. Carhartt jacket, torn jeans, messy tuft of hair.
Well, hello again.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Sheriff.
Sheriff?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but it would be amiss if I didn't ask you to give us a little bit of more time before we head out.
By all means, take all the time you need. TREY, would you have returned into the warehouse by this point?
Man, I would have been in and out probably. I probably would have stayed outside for the most part, though.
Understood. We'll say that at this time you are still outside. Felix steps outside. Victor, again, this can take some time. This doesn't require you to be nearby. You can depart whenever you so choose.
Are you good, Mishenka? Do you need anything?
She breaks her chanting. Says, I'll take care of this. Monique chimes in. I'll stay by her side. We'll keep safe.
Thank you. I'll go see him and figure out a game plan for the rest of us.
Keep them safe. They're young and stupid, but
Always.
before anyone makes it outside, Trey, you see Felix reemerge, lighting up a cheap cigarette. He whistles over to the dog. Lucille does not come.
Whose dog?
Lucille.
Oh. Good girl. I pet her and give her a treat.
He steps
We
over
don't.
to you.
We don't listen to strangers.
He steps over to you. Well trained.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. Have to be.
How do you find yourself this evening?
I mean, I'm alright. You know, new place, new country, fresh air that I don't really need. But yeah, I'm alive a little bit.
Indeed. Have you ever been to Mexico before?
No. I always wanted to go to Cancun, spring break and stuff, but yeah, I don't see that happening.
Why is that?
I mean, you know, probably it's just probably best not to go to Cancun. You know, I don't want to walk into one of those little hut bars and then just everybody ends up dead. It's, yeah, it would be a buzzkill. So yeah, but
You have an eternity. I think you may change your mind. Temptation may get the better of you. You might end up getting your spring break in Cancun. And a single bar in Cancun winding up bloodied would be of no consequence.
I mean, maybe dead people, yeah, but the consequences, I guess, yeah, to some, yeah, I don't know.
It's about this time you step outside, Victor. Does anyone join him? Wesley, Jason.
Yeah, Wesley's going, kicking his can.
Jason is going to stay near the ritual. He's very interested the longer it goes on.
Understood. Wesley, Victor, it's about this time that you guys step outside and see TREY speaking with Felix.
Boy.
Hey there, guys.
I would, what was that?
Hey there, guys.
So are we going somewhere or?
That is entirely up to you. I have provided a temporary haven for this evening. I imagine that she'll want something a little bit more homey, perhaps. In addition to
we
that,
have a.
please.
I was gonna say, do we got enough money to buy a house or rent out an apartment or something?
A place less industrious for sure.
I think you'll find you can acquire a great many deal of things in Mexico without need for currency.
I was
Yes.
hoping to make proper introductions, go around, see some of the others in the area.
Yes, we had spoken about that. How long have you been away from Mexico, Victor?
Much too long.
allow me to regale you with some of the recent events, the strange times we live in now. As I'm sure you know, once was the time that as many as 13 packs controlled this city. We aren't the Camarilla, we have no prince. These packs have since divided even further. Some of them left there. Others have been called away. Now Mexico is not what it used to be. Who exactly are you looking for, Victor? Proper introductions. Wish to meet the packs, the remaining? You wish to meet the creatures in the sewers? Those who dance? Or are you looking for our most recent inhabitant? You are aware that the Camarilla is in the city now, struggling to maintain a foothold.
No, I was not aware.
One Forenza Savannah is attempting to gather resources to take as much land as she can. Ambitious little cunt.
My primary thought was meeting the packs. We've been, like I said, away for far too long. And the younger ones, as you've no doubt guessed,
I had an inkling, yes.
they have much to learn, as do some of us. I have no interest in meeting the Camarilla at all.
No doubt she'll have interest in meeting you before it's all said and done. But that is a problem for another night, I think. The packs, then. I assume you're wanting to make some friends rather than enemies?
Well, of course.
Then we'll
Yeah.
start with the most cordial.
Our kind has too many enemies as it is to be as divided as we are.
A sentiment not all share, Mr. BELLSHANE. You'll find enemies here as well, even among our little family. I'll make some phone calls. By all means, take your time to gather yourselves, discuss strategy. I know what this must look like. I know that I'm not trusted. You'd be a fool to trust me. But, nonetheless, I'm all you've got right now. Takes out his phone, steps a few feet away, begins to dial.
If I have a vote, I wouldn't mind, seeing the strippers or the dancers, whatever,
That's
as,
not what he meant. That's not what he meant.
well, I just
So,
assumed that they were stripping.
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, Trey. Your whole life changes. You're focused on strippers?
Better than fucking killing people, wiping
didn't
out
kill
entire
people.
bars.
You just killed bunnies, Beast Boy. All right, calm down. Not that big of a deal.
Bunnies, yeah, fuck you. God damn it.
I'm not the one that likes animal blood.
It's generally not a good idea to broadcast feeding habits.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
That goes for you as well.
What? I'm the odd one out here. What do you mean?
I'm the other one now, 850.
Ah, fuck your 850.
Let's go see how they're doing inside.
You guys make your way back inside. Jason,
Sure.
go ahead and give me an intelligence occult roll, please.
Do I add my hunger to that check?
Yes, you do.
So 3 successes, hunger included.
3 successes, hunger included. Anything I should know? Any messy critical? If you're rolling regular dice, it would be a 10 on your hunger die and a 10 on another die.
No 10s. Just the only 10 is on my normal die.
Understood. No critical, no messy critical to speak of, and luckily for you, no bestial failure. This is an interesting ritual, Jason. Of course, you, again, like as I said before, older than Wesley. You have had a history with the occult. You are Hakata. You've been privy to some of the ceremonies that the Hakata keeps within their family. You've heard of this. The Vauldery is spoken of in hushed circles. Common practice, known that the Sabbat continually keep on their repertoire. But this is interesting. The chanting, the mixture of blood, there is a level of occult practice here. Sorcery, perhaps. Maybe a ritualistic ceremony. Something like that, Kata. You even pick up a few words in Anakian. This is, of course, the blood bond. The shared blood bond that all the Sabbat, within a pack, generally keep together. It is interesting. It's most interesting to see it up close and personal like this. That's all.
I'm glad to be able to see it.
West, Victor, TREY, if I am correct, you're all rejoining your allies within the warehouse, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Or yeah, sure.
Understood. Victor, West, TREY, you may rejoin your companions. Jason is by Mashenka and Monique watching the ritual take hold.
I would just walk up without saying or doing anything to disturb it and stand next to them.
TREY, West.
I guess Wes just sits down somewhere and stays quiet.
Yeah, I'll just be by the door, waiting for this weird shit to be over.
Monique whispers to you, Victor. What's our new friend have to say?
One, and the biggest point, the Camarilla is here. Struggling, but they are here. Two, the Sabat clan packs that are out here are very broken. Some of them, a lot have left. Not what we once were. But he will try to take us around to the more friendlier packs so that we can hopefully gain some allies.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
Gonna be very busy.
You say anything about this? Any repayment he's looking for?
Not yet.
We should pay the favor back as soon as possible. I don't like being under some stranger's thumb.
Agreed. But that also means we need to find our own haven very quickly. I'll have Derek searching properties that we might take.
Worst comes to worst, we can always convince some of the less amicable packs to share their havens.
An option, but we don't want to go picking fights when we're trying to make allies at the same time. Prefer to try to unite the Sabbat again.
I understand. A last resort, then. I'll stay with Monique. Travel where you need to. Keep in touch.
Out of character, how long does the Volderi actually take?
The way Mashenka is performing this, this will take a number of hours. Again, this is not something that is quick. That is the majority of kindred Cainite vampire society knows that the Volderi is practiced. There's a level of secrecy to it. It is a great boon for Jason to be able to see it up close. The whole reason it is so feared is because no one really knows how long it takes or what exactly goes on with it. There are different ways to perform this. And the way Mashenka was taught, and being that she is relatively new, it's going to take a number of hours.
So we can't keep him waiting that long then. I hate leaving her side while she's doing this, but it seems that we will have to.
Divide and conquer.
Are you sure you're okay with me taking your child out with me? It could be dangerous.
Victor, you've been the most loyal and the most effective leader we've had in a long time. I trust you with him.
Good. All right. Let's go. We're gonna go see if he's ready to take us out and about in Mexico.
Right.
Everyone joining.
Yeah.
Hippers.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is
To
Monique
get
not
out of
coming?
here, huh, Trey?
What?
I said anything to get out of here, huh, Trey?
I mean, yeah. It's been here for a few hours, just waiting. Yeah.
Monique and Mashenka are gonna stay here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
We'll watch out for you.
Well, stop. What? What you? I'm not a fucking baby, Jason.
I mean, you did the least in the fight, so.
I did the. What the fuck did you do? You
Did you see me? I did that mission like I was Superboy. What are you talking about?
you jumped on a fucking car or whatever.
Punched the-
Least in the fight, my ass. Yeah,
You
whatever.
sat there. You did nothing.
Oh, I did nothing. Okay, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, Wes.
Yeah.
I don't mean any insults by that. I mean, you are very important to us.
No,
And
Jason, he's gonna
all
kick
of
my ass
us.
or the wolf's gonna do it. Coyotes.
That
Oh,
too.
fucking shadows. Fucking.
There's no animals for my
If you
brother.
two want, you can duke it out later when we get back.
That would be good for Trey, but sure.
We'll make sure neither of you die.
Maybe grab a blood pack or a snack along the way for the little vegetarian.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Blood bag from the local hospital, Capri Sun.
You guys head outside. Felix is finishing up a phone call and tucks it back into his pocket. Mr. BELLSHANE, you have a fortuitous night ahead of you. You have some choices to make. Who are you looking to meet? More powerful influencers, or are you looking to meet the most friendly?
Should probably start with the most friendly so we get our foot in the door. Then we can go see the most powerful.
Easy enough. You'll want to meet Hannah and her 7.
Anna and her 7.
Most powerful, most influential. I wouldn't trust them, though. Not at first. They're, slimy. Something's always leaves a strange taste in the mouth after talking to them. But if it's power and influence, you want your foot in the door, she's the woman to talk to. If
And
it's
the most friendly?
the most friendly. Some individuals that I've been closely associating with, they're not exactly my pack. I'm more of a freelancer. But they're They're like you in a lot of ways. Trying to get their foot in the door, trying to gather allies. They're not exactly the most potent, if you know what I mean. All of you guys can go ahead and give me a wits and insight roll.
Maybe we could, join forces.
If we're gonna have good wits.
I'm actually going to arouse the blood for this one.
Fail.
Success.
Trey, were you rousing the blood as well?
No, I just got in no successes. I just failed.
Gotcha.
I got one success.
Trey, is there anything I should know about bestial failure?
No bestial failures, just regular old blanks.
Understood.
One success.
One success. Wesley, Jason, is there anything I should know about any bestial failures I should be aware of?
Nope.
Victor,
3 successes.
3 successes.
Ooh.
Victor, you pick up on this. The rest of you, unfortunately, don't really have an inkling of what he's saying. Victor, it appears the reference to potency can refer to either how well and effective they are in a fight. The way he says it leads you to believe that these are primarily thin bloods. A pack of Dustborn in the city trying to make their way in the heart of Sabbat territory. Strange. Interesting to say the very least. And as he said, he's been keeping close to them. Even more interesting.
That is extremely interesting and only makes me want to meet them more.
Of course it does.
Hannah and her 7. You have the warriors. Quite literally, the warriors. Exactly. Precisely.
Like they dress up like them? Like
They pull scraps together, but I'm convinced they took the name from the movie. They won't say for certain.
That's fucking weird.
Strange, no?
I watched this movie.
We'll avoid the warriors for now. They're a little bit more aggressive. If you want allies first, they're not the ones to go to. They'll take offense to it, no doubt, but better than walking in there without a gun at your side.
Sorry, it was the warriors, Hannah and her 7, and what was the last one? The one that was the friendliest?
The friendliest, the group of Thin Bloods?
Yeah, did he give like a title for them?
The Greeks. Well, he didn't give a title, but eventually you guys will learn. Just go mark them down as the Greeks.
These damn Greeks.
Greek alchemy. Greek fire.
Well, I say we go meet the friendly people and
Of course you do, but at the same time, we don't want to piss off the most influential group by not seeing them first.
To see the person we get to the top first is only an entry. We could be the friendliest right after.
As far as West is concerned, you're the boss man, so.
well, if this was prison, you go to the biggest guy and like knock him out, right? We could do
I
that.
don't think we can knock out the
No.
biggest guy here.
We're not trying to start a fight.
We're just giving them our respects first.
I will ask as well, Mr. BELLSHANE, were you interested in meeting anyone else aside from your fellow Cainites?
Say that like I should be.
Again, I'm not sure how long it's been since you've departed the city. Tenochtitlan is old and home to a great many Dio that lurk in the shadows. You can find just about anything or anyone you're looking for here.
Yes, I would also very much like to meet the Nos of Mexico.
Wasn't what I
But
was referring to, but I'll make a note. And I'll get you their numbers.
for now, those are my priority goals for the evening.
Understood. We'll set some schedules for you.
Will you be going with us, or just sending us on our merry way?
I'll happily join you for the 7, for the Greeks, but if you intend to speak with the warriors, I think I'll keep my distance. Again, I'm a freelancer, and they've taken quite a notice to me. I don't exactly get along with them.
Sound a little scared, Felix.
One must choose their battles wisely, especially in these nights.
Fair point.
Shall we?
Let's. As we're making our way, I want to make chit chat with Felix too about his place in all this and how he came to be an independent pack and sheriff.
Understood. Go ahead and give me manipulation and persuasion or subterfuge, whatever you feel is most prevalent here.
I'm not really trying to manipulate him, just get him talking and learning from him and what he's doing.
You may not be trying to manipulate him, but the learning of information, he's a pretty closed-off individual. He's more inclined to learn rather than spill the beans.
You said manipulation and subterfuge?
Manipulation and persuasion, or manipulation and subterfuge is your choice.
I really want to know. I'm gonna try House in the Blood again. Push my luck.
By all means.
And I'm hungrier.
Brings you to what level of hunger?
2.
2 it is. You may add the extra die to your roll. I believe with your level of blood potency, it is 3 extra die, correct?
Yes, sir.
By all means.
And I minus the 1 from my nightmares.
Before you roll,
Mm.
if anyone would like to assist, you can grant him an extra die as well. If you guys are inclined to get some information out of Felix as well. If you guys are talking to him, making polite conversation. I see a yes from Mr. DORN.
Yes, I would like to know some more information as well.
Yeah.
Rush just wants to know what a Nosferatu is.
Okay. I'll say grant yourself 2 other extra die as well, Victor.
Nope.
Nosferatu will be a simple answer. West is informed. Felix is surprised. He wasn't aware that you were that young. The Nosferatu are the unfortunate Cainites, the ones that their curse has taken a very dominant role in their physique. They're the ones that lurk in the sewers, and their beast is on display. Some of them look like rats, others look like lepers or the diseased.
Maybe that's why I don't know about them. Never went to the sewers much.
They can't properly integrate into society.
But they are very useful people.
Indeed, they are the spy masters, those that lurk in the shadows. And Felix is very keen to let you know that they are also soldiers. People tend to forget that they are gifted with the abilities of potence.
Oh, so they're strong.
Victor didn't forget. 8 successes with a crit.
8 successes with a crit.
Like they're like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This ugly, sneaky, and fighting.
No, I think they were like, I don't know, the Hunchback of Notre Dame that are like spy masters.
Something similar. Yes.
So they have like a disfigurement and they hang out in the sewers, and I guess that's why I never saw them in our hometown, because I had no reason to go into the sewers.
Victor, you learn that Felix was a member of a pack that was absorbed by the warriors. The majority of his pack was killed. Those that survived surrendered, save for him. He was allowed to live based on his previous packmates, on their vying for his usefulness, though he refused to join the warriors. You learn that he is a nomad by nature. You gather that he is Ravnos. Travels around the city, never sleeping in the same place twice. Either because he's on the run, or because that's simply his nature. He calls himself the sheriff because he is a sort of informant, a paid bit of knowledge to all of these separate packs. He is the one that kind of overlooks the outskirts of the city, keeps track of who's coming in, who's coming out. He's been especially useful to the Sabbat in the matter of Forenza Savannah. Piers Forenza is vying to make Mexico City Camarilla territory, and to be its, not first, but most recent prince. Felix has been providing espionage.
Victor, we should ask him if he wants to join our pack.
I'm just gonna keep talking to him and pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm gonna kick TREY in the shin.
What the fuck, man? I'm just saying.
Shut up.
It sucks to be out there alone.
Pick his chin.
Forgive the young ones and their questions. On that note, for you three, it would be better when we do meet these people to not speak unless they talk to you.
Are they like kings or something?
No, but they might kill you if you say the wrong thing and insult them.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
They're like way older than us, so we're viewed as like, it's like It's like if
babies.
we were. It's like if a 5-year-old talks shit to an adult.
What the fuck? This is 2022. What?
Some of them have been alive since 1222, bro. Okay.
This isn't how the world works anymore.
Some of them have been around since the world was thought to be flat.
See what
I'm
I
just
do with
saying.
Felix.
I'll say
Look,
that Hannah
the-
is more inclined to let you all speak freely. She might take some amusement in how young you all seem.
I'm just saying. Council culture is a bitch. So, you know,
What is cancel culture?
I can't give him the shit again.
the fuck. Yeah.
Your life expectancy is gonna be canceled, man. You gotta.
He forgets we're here too, Jason. It's like he wants us all to die.
Yeah, he really does.
Selfish.
He wants me drinking some cat blood on the side. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, talk shit to me, but afraid of everybody else. So, yeah, fuck you
You're
guys.
the youngest, so yes.
He gets it.
You all eventually make your way to a smaller building, connected to a more modern building of probably about double, maybe triple its size. Appears that there has been shoddy patchwork to connect these two. There is no sign on the front of either of these buildings. There are also no windows. Felix nods and says, "Here we are."
You
Can I study
already?
it?
One more time?
Can I study it? Like, look around?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Like, just taking a glance since you said there was, like, no windows and stuff to see, like, any presence of, like, people being here. Like, trash or anything. See, like...
I'll give you some things that you automatically just see. For the rest of the things that you might notice, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness roll, please.
Cool. Three successes.
3 successes. You see some individuals in the alleyway. There are several entrances and exits. A young couple seems to have snuck out of the building, and he's now getting quite passionate in the alleyway. You see small... There are no... Like as I said, there are no windows. There are small sliding eye holes along some of the doors. Whenever a door opens, all of you have a level of enhanced senses. There is a wave, a subtle hint of perfume and sweat.
I whisper to Jason, I think we're, like, in a brothel or something.
I wouldn't mention that to them when we get in there. They might not like.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you. I just, like, looked around and noticed.
Might once been one. Could still be one.
Felix.
Are you all ready? Oh, sorry.
No, after you, please.
I was just asking them if they're ready. Go ahead.
I'm ready to go. Wes just does the keeping his mouth shut, throws away the key, nods.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Resist the urge to call Victor Lord Voldemort.
We'll find you a mouse.
I I shall be your loyal Death Eater.
We're going to take a quick 2, maybe 3-minute break as you all enter into this unknown space. We'll be with you again very shortly. Welcome back. Our kindred have entered the building where Hannah and the Seven reside. Upon entering, your senses are assailed. TREY, you have something for me?
I'm obfuscate.
What level of obfuscate? What power are you using here?
Unseen passage.
Understood.
And I'm not just using obfuscate. Like, I'm still sneaky. All right, I'm a little sneaky dude too. So, you know. Plus, I've been practicing this, so I don't know if it works. It's not like I could be like, oh yeah, I don't see myself, so I'm gonna still just sneak regular.
Go ahead
But
and give me dexterity and stealth, please.
let me do the rouse check real quick first. Success.
Excellent.
And you said dexterity and stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Maybe I'm not as sneaky as I thought, but let me rouse the blood. Let me rouse the blood. That's a failure.
I will allow it this once. Normally rousing the blood comes before you make the roll.
Well, I didn't make the roll yet. I
Okay.
didn't make the roll. So
Understood.
I just looked at my dots and I was like, damn, I thought I had more dots. So, yeah. But my hunger goes up to 2.
Understood.
So dex and stuff. See, don't worry, Papa Victor. I got you.
Monique's gonna kill me.
7 successes with a regular crit.
7 successes with a regular crit. You guys step inside this place. I wish I could say the first thing you notice is that TREY is no longer by your side. But that is not the case here. First thing you notice is the assault on your senses. Excuse me. The smell of perfume is greater here. You see now the lights are dimmed low, though there are flashes of colors, purples, blues, yellows, reds, and greens, as the lights flash on and off. There is a loud hum of music, a shaking in your very core. Club music. There are vocals in Spanish. Very aggressive gentleman sounds as if he's professing something in Spanish. The club itself, again, is dark. You see a sea of flesh. Those that are scantily clad, others are a bit more reserved. Those are the Watchers, you would imagine they should be called. This is a interesting club. Perhaps some of you may have been in your time. Perhaps in your mortal life. Perhaps in your life after the embrace. This is a BDSM club. This is a sex club. This is a place of desire. After taking this scene in, Felix is watching you all. Imagine gauging your reactions. Small smirk on his face. Kind of speaks over the thump of the music and says, "What do you think?"
It's different.
I certainly have not been in a club like this.
I'll admit it's an acquired taste, but it grows on you.
I'll bet it does.
Everyone here is under the influence. You don't need to worry about hiding yourselves here. They'll likely equate it to a bad trip. By all means, you can be yourselves here, gentlemen. He looks around. Seems one of you has at least taken to the crowd. It's at this moment you guys realize that TREY is gone.
Oh,
If he gets himself killed, that's on you, Jason. You're the eldest.
whoa.
No,
okay.
it's on me.
No, this is a hometown thing. It's on you, Jason.
Okay. Yep. Guess so.
It's real funny. He was talking about strip clubs, and now here we are.
Yeah, maybe he might be psychic. You never know.
No doubt he'll be safe. He's likely just enjoying the scenery.
There is
Let's hope not too much.
he was a little young. So are you. I think you should cover your eyes. You are pretty.
Okay, are we gonna? Never mind.
Mr. Dorn kind of claps Wes on the shoulder and says, "You're in Mexico. He's old enough." He starts to walk through the scantily clad crowd.
Yeah, that's true enough.
Wes skips into the crowd.
You guys follow Felix?
Yeah.
As I said before, this is a relatively small building. You guys make your way, make a quick right, and find that the shitty patchwork on the outside is masking the adjoinment to the larger building. There are several rooms, many of which are just open doors, though a lot of them have labels. One is labeled simply the dungeon. Another is labeled surprise in quotation marks. You gather that these are the various tastes that proprietors of this establishment may go partake in. There is a bar that appears to be selling all manner of liquor and drink. I would say, Wesley, you are probably more inclined to catch this. You can see that they are also distributing in no subterfuge in plain, well, I would say broad daylight, but in no way are they trying to hide that they are passing along various drugs. You see cocaine, you think you may see heroin. A number of things are being passed along that counter, not just liquor. As you guys,
I look at Victor and be like, and I look over at the bar and look back at Victor to be like, I might leave.
Oh, God, please, no. I don't need to lose another one.
Speaking of losing another one, TREY, what are you up to in this moment? I'm imagining you're sticking close to your friends, but you may also... I'll be honest, I don't know you too well. You could just be sing alongside invisible some of these patrons. Dancing is taking place here. It's not just fucking.
I'm trying to decide, the dungeon or surprise. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm gonna just stick somewhat close eyesight of Victor to see where they go and just listen out as I pass through the crowds.
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness roll. It is quite loud in this place. Let's see if you can maintain an ear on your allies.
3 successes.
3 successes. I'll let you know if that's enough later on. The rest of you, if you choose to stick together, by all means, let me know if there's any break off at any point. You travel, drifting from space to space, maneuvering through the walls of flesh that accompany it. Few of you are touched in various ways, evocative places, and shot a come hither look every once in a while. It's up to you whether you decide to drift away or to stay by Victor's side.
Wesley spends the whole time again, looking at Victor, looking back at it. I mean, come on.
Staying directly beside Victor.
Understood. Jason, just like Wes was keen to see more in tune with the scene that took place at the bar, I think you would be keen on or rather more in focus on what takes place to the room to your left as you pass by.
Oh?
The door is relatively closed, only about an inch or 2-inch crack. But as you pass by, you find yourself stopping, peeking back just for a moment. There is a woman, scantily clad. She wears a headdress, and she appears to be being worshipped by men, women, non-binary folk alike. All of which are, again, scantily clad. Along with this headdress, there is fine gold and silver jewelry that adorns her shoulders. The only things that really adorn her top of her torso at all. In addition to this, there is face paint. A crude skull with likely cheap face paint, as you can see flakes of it beginning to chip away as she moves. Catch eyes with her as she glances outside of the door. This room has no label, but there is a small smile, and you can see a flash of fang before someone begins to close the door.
Just smile and keep going. Just think about that room, but I have something to do at the moment.
Indeed. Trey, you of course see all of this, and for the most part, you remain unseen. With 3 successes on your wits and awareness, you manage to keep them all within earshot to a point. But what distracts you in this moment is someone making direct eye contact with you as your eyes drift across the room. This individual is difficult to pin down, androgynous. They are not scantily clad. They are wearing a fine suit. Fits their form relatively well. Broader in the shoulders, thinner in the waist. Older style. No button-up, no tie, a turtleneck. Surely they must be quite warm in this place. This is filled with body heat, but they do not sweat. You do a once-over, and you see some color in their cheeks. But as they look to you, they smile. Their hair is cut short, off to the side. Thin face, higher cheekbones, and piercing green eyes. As they smile, you can catch a flash of fang.
I awkwardly walk behind a pillar.
Noted. Pillar you walk behind is in use, we'll say. I'll let your mind take you wherever that may take you. The rest of you make your way to a back room. Felix knocks. There is no reply that you all can hear, but he enters anyway. Trey, at this point, you are drifted away from your friends. Would you try to find them?
Yeah. Definitely after I've been made, you know. So,
Understood. You see them as Felix is opening the door. You can join them at any point which you'd like.
yeah, I'll slide in behind them.
Understood. All of you see a woman seated on heavy amounts of cushions. Trey, just like the individual you had just made eye contact with, she wears not a suit per se, but a blazer of sorts. Again, broader in the shoulders, thinner along the waist. Though there is no turtleneck. In fact, there is no top at all. You can see the outline of what she may have intentionally been showing off. There is loose-fitting dress pants, along with no shoes. You can see some jewelry along the feet, a ring with some small silver and gold chains going up to an anklet. She wears a pinky ring and has henna tattoos all along her hands. In this space as well, the music is quieter, but not quite absent. You can see a number of individuals in this space. All of them are very clearly kindred. No blush of life is active here. The majority of them are not as dressed as this individual. They number 7 in total, including the woman at the head of the table, as it were. They're all sitting on cushions, kind of just relaxing. There is hookah present. There is a thick haze of smoke. And you catch the hint of perfume, the perfume that has been permeating this place all along your walkthrough. It is heaviest here. And you catch yourself breathing it in. Notice it is emanating from her. Felix speaks up. Hannah, darling, I brought you some new friends, as per our phone call. Might I introduce to you Mr. Victor BELLSHANE and his pack? But I'll let them speak for themselves. If you all don't mind, I think I'll attend to some of the festivities.
Have fun.
I intend to.
Sure.
He smiles over at Hannah and she gives him a small wink. And Felix departs.
Madam, pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. So new, so new. Felix tells me you've only just arrived.
Got in yesterday, as a matter of fact.
I didn't catch your names.
Wesley gives like a half bow. Wesley West Jones.
Jason nods his head. Jason Dorn. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Would you like to sit? Please, I insist, join me. What can I get for you? Refreshments? Perhaps something a little bit stronger, take the edge off? Have you fed tonight?
No, but I'm full. I'll take a Coke though.
We are never full, Wesley. But I'll get you what you need. A single clap. One of the individuals rises from the cushion. Leaves out of the exit that Felix had. Any other special requests? Anything of note? Rather than just the usual?
I'm fine, thank you.
I am also fine.
Then please. I understand you wanted to have a discussion with me, Mr. BELLSHANE.
Before I start talking, can I roll etiquette and charisma to try to make sure that I'm behaving properly
Absolutely.
as per her station?
Absolutely.
Four successes.
4 successes. I'll say this. When Felix described them, it was Hannah and her 7. This is no doubt Hannah. The other 6 individuals in the room are likely why they are called the 7. You can award her as much respect as a pack leader would reward another. I'll let you know if anything comes up that is of note for etiquette purposes.
Then, as I take my seat, I was just being new in town and all. We wanted to make the rounds, get to know everyone, preferably walk away with some new friends.
Well, you'll find plenty of friends here. Victor, it's a little bit difficult to, there are no chairs brought for you. Cushions are laid out, and it is a less, Western formal setting. This is more relaxed. After a few moments, you all see that the door opens up again. A trail of people enter in. 4 or 5 individuals, all of which are attractive in their own rights. Again, males, females, non-binary folk. They are all seem to be specially selected for their level of appeal. They stand by. One of them brings you over, Wesley, hands you a Coke. It's a glass bottle, a bit thinner. Please feel free to partake as you see fit. If you would like them to imbibe something beforehand, I can have them do so.
I am, as I said, I'm fine. Just wanted to talk.
Well, you have my interest.
How exactly is the room laid out? Because you said that it was basically just a bunch of pillows.
Yes, exactly that. So there is a what looks to be a carpet from rather than a carpet, a rug, I should say, on a hardwood floor. Looks to be of Eastern descent. The rest of the room is filled with tapestries. You can very quickly see that it is not traditional artwork. I will have you roll for this. I'm going to call this Wits in History. As you do so, I'm going to continue. There are, as I said, these tapestries. There are hookahs. Some of the 6 are sitting with one another in groups of 2. Others are simply sitting near Hannah. Hannah's position in this is the only one that seems to be very decorated. In the center of the room, along the back wall, there are thin veiled curtains, practically transparent. Her cushions piled high allow her an opportunity to kind of rest back with some back support. For the most part, quite relaxed, less formal. At least that is the vibe that is given.
Will academics work? Wits and academics? I don't
I'll allow it.
see history.
Yes. Apologies, sometimes I blend systems.
Oh, we'll take out that. 2 successes.
You recognize some of these images from stories. Some of them are foreign. It's the story of Mexico City, story of the Sabbat, story of the Camarilla.
From what Felix told me, it sounded, I was worried that our culture was endangered. It's very nice to see it so outrightly displayed.
It's important to me and to my pack that we stay together in these trying times.
Togetherness is exactly what I was hoping to talk about. And I want to sit in a pillow, not on her set, but close to her.
Noted. Wesley, Jason, you guys see this? Is there anything of note that you guys would like to do?
Nope. Wesley just sits there quietly and sips his Coke.
Are you guys imbibing?
No, right now, Wesley is.
I am not.
Okay. Trey, you don't seem to have been seen yet. Is there anything of note you would like to do?
It's all coming together. I'm a rotate the room and try to eavesdrop on the other conversations.
Understood. I'll keep your stealth check in mind. Go ahead and give me wits and awareness as you kind of just lean in and listen in.
I'm gonna prove that I'm useful. That I bring something to the table. Wits and awareness. Let's see. I'm gonna rouse the blood.
By all means.
A success. Love me, Victor. 6 successes.
6 successes. We'll get to your information gathering very shortly. Hannah looks to you, Victor, and says, "Pleasure before business, Mr. BELLSHANE. Please, I understand Felix had you holed up in that dreadful warehouse. Make yourself at home. Relax. I can't imagine that you've had much to eat. Please, I insist." Don't feel pressured. By all means, if you're not hungry, you're not hungry. But if I know a growing boy, you're always hungry.
I don't know if boy is quite the right term, but we are always hungry. Isn't that what you said earlier?
I find myself very in tune with the mortal's sin of gluttony. So perhaps I'm projecting.
Are the individuals that are around us, are they all drugged up
They appear to
from what I
be.
can tell?
They appear to be quite sober, though she did offer to drug them if you so choose.
I'll have one come over to me then.
An individual comes over to you, offers their wrist. Victor, with your etiquette roll, I'll say it would be in poor taste to drain and kill this individual. You are
Oh
Sabat.
no.
These are Sabat, but it is difficult to tell if that would be acceptable, especially in such a new company.
No, I'm definitely not gonna just drain their product. I'm just gonna select one dot and I wanna stare at her while I do it.
Understood. You do this. TREY, gathering information. You hear two individuals whispering. Ferenz has made an offer. Hannah's not going to listen. But I feel you should at least know. Hearing another individual speak. Not here. Why? She's distracted. The others. They're so high they can't tell. I've kept sober of you. Yes, per our agreement. We still should wait. Ferenz has made an offer. I'm keen to hear it. But we can't do this here. And that is where we'll end tonight's session of Book of Saints. We thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us again next Friday. Same time, same place, same Cainites. We'll see you then.